What's up guys, it's Drifts and Lifts here. All right, so today's video, I got some cool stuff for you guys. So as you can see, I bought another 740. So this is number 77, I'm pretty sure. So this is the 77th Volvo 740 that I have owned. So I'm just at Mission Raceway today, and we're actually having a drift event. So I got my friend Eric's car here. But this episode's gonna be a little bit simple. I really just wanted to show you guys my new car. I don't have any cars at the track to drift right now. We might go for a little ride in Eric's or something, or you know, film a few videos of other people. But for now, I wanna show you guys my brand new 740, which I'm super stoked about. I just picked this thing up last night, got back from Victoria with it. So this car is a 1988 GLE non-turbo automatic car. So one of the more base model cars. It's got, you know, a lot of options that some of these GLE cars had. But the cool thing about it is it's just so darn mint. So usually I get these cars for around the $100 to $1,000 mark. But you know, in the past, if I'm getting a non-turbo automatic, I'd usually pay a little less for them. But this one was so nice, I was willing to pay $900 for. And honestly, in today's market, that's actually really good in my opinion. The prices of everything are going up, unfortunately, due to inflation of everything. So many people got the Fauci ouchie that you know, all the money from that is going all the big pharma and that kind of thing, but we won't get into that. So I picked this thing up off of a really nice guy named Brent. So Brent, if you're watching the video right now, thanks again for all your help getting this car back and the really nice deal on it. I'm super stoked on the car, honestly. It was a blast and I had a really nice time driving it home last night. But let's take a little look at the car, guys. I figured I'd kind of show you. The real cool thing about it is it's really low kilometers. So this thing has 212, just rolled over 212,000 kilometers on it. So as you can see, the overall shape of the car really shows that it's that low kilometers. So like the seats are in great shape, the interior is great shape. So this is actually a 2-owner car, so it's only ever had 2 owners. I'm the 3rd owner in its lifetime. So even things like the carpet's in good shape, you know, there's no like rips down here or anything. The seats are in great shape. These seats are kind of funky because they have like that yellow, or sorry, the green kind of tinge to them once the sun hits them. I got a bunch of junk in the back here, but as you can see, the back seat is super clean too. You know, nothing really to complain about. The thing is like really mint, honestly, as far as if you compare it to cars like Eric's. This car is super mint. So I'll show you guys under the hood. It runs really good. I'll start it up right now, actually. You know, it starts first click. Not a speck of rust on this thing. It literally has 0 rust. I could not find even the tiniest bit of rust on it. So even pretty darn clean under the engine bay here. So this engine runs pretty good. You know, it has 212,000 kilometers on it for a naturally aspirated red block engine. That is really nothing. Yeah, it runs super good. I noticed it actually has like an aftermarket MAF, so that was replaced at one point, it looks like. But yeah, just overall, guys, like just taking a look around this thing, it is really in mint shape. So it was actually sitting so long that driving it on the way home, I noticed a pretty big vibration in the front end. It was kind of shaking back and forth. I do think that these tires may have some sort of bulge in them, or they might have a really bad flat spot from sitting so long. But a little bit of scuff on the door here, but really, you know, like nothing that I'm gonna worry about. Let's see, on the top here, small little bit of paint here and here. Like, these are really, really small things. It's also got a little bit of tiny damage here, but I can buff this out. And once I roll the fenders out a bit, you won't really notice this either. Cool thing about the GLEs is they had matching trim that actually goes gold on the bottom as well. So I don't think the turbo models had that. Small little dent on the trunk here, but you know, really nothing I can complain about. Not at all. So even pop the trunk, like look at that, guys, still like really clean in the trunk. I guarantee you if I pulled all this up, it's going to be just as tidy underneath. So as you guys can see, this is a really pretty funny comparison of like a full missile spec drift mobile compared to like a bone stock grandpa 740. Yeah, let us know in the comments what one you guys would rather have, because honestly, like, this one's way less fun to drive. Eric's car is way more fun to drive. It's got a turbo, it's got a manual transmission, welded differential, modified steering. It's got all the drift goods. But if you could have this in your garage instead, I don't know, it'd be a pretty hard toss up, because this thing is like a collector car almost. So the plan for this car, actually guys, I figured I'll let you know kind of what I'm gonna be doing with this car. So as you guys know, I have the panel wagon, and obviously I've wanted to do a naturally aspirated build for a long time. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know that I do have that blue NA car with really low kilometers. So I actually sold that car just recently to make way for this car to my good friend Jake. So he's gonna be building that car into something. He's probably gonna put a turbo BMW motor in it or do something cool like that. But I figured because, you know, I'm getting this car and this car is in such good shape and it would make like the perfect street all around just dope NA build. I sold that car to Jake, and this is gonna be the new NA shell that I'll be building up eventually once I have enough money. Speaking of money, if you guys want to support the channel, head over to the Drifts and Lifts store. We have our merchandise sale on right now, so 25% off all orders using the code SWEDSLED. So check that out. Link to the store is in the description of this video. So what the plan for this car is, guys, I'm going to be just off the start, probably start with lowering it. I have those GTA Trans Am wheels and they have the gold on the inside. I think those are going to look super good on this car. I also, if you guys remember from Red Block Society, shout out to Red Block Society, he hooked me up with a set of louvers. So I'm gonna be putting the louvers on this car. Hopefully like a little bit of a roof spoiler or something. I do have an M47 transmission swap that I could put in this car just to, you know, make it a nice cruiser. The automatic transmission drives super nice. It shifts really nice. Even things like the steering and the suspension of this car are all in really good shape. I couldn't notice any clunks in the tie rods or ball joints or strut rod bushings, nothing like that. So the thing drives like a cherry. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much, you know, a full overview of the new 740. Really stoked on this, honestly. It's getting harder and harder to find really clean 740s around. And actually, I made a wanted ad that was looking for 740s, and Brent actually got in contact with me through that ad. So I kind of had the first, you know, dibs on the car, and we were able to make a deal. So, you know, today's market, back like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, when I first started doing the whole Volvo thing, I was picking up like turbo manual 80s 740s like every month or so. But these days, guys, the prices are going up and the supply is going down. So you know, lots more people are figuring out how good these cars are. More people are wanting to build drift cars out of them. I guess you guys can thank me for that partially, but definitely the people are wanting them more, and because of that the price is going up. So I was really stoked to get this thing for $900, still kind of pre-COVID pricing, so before the world went to shit. And just so you guys know, we're not ever going to get out of this unless you take off your masks and stop getting booster shots, but you know, we won't get into that. Anyways, guys, so since we're at the track right now, let's go film some people drifting. We have a new layout today, so actually a layout we've never tried before, so I want to show you guys that. It's actually really, really sick. I'm stoked to do it in the panel wagon. Alright guys, so I got my good friend Justin here. We're just hanging out, and obviously I don't have a car today drifting, so we're checking out the new layout that they got set up. If you guys remember the other videos, we had our track over there, so it's like a little bit more of a slow speed track, kind of technical, a lot of turns and that kind of thing. So now, this section of the track, Justin, how come we're allowed to do this section of the track now?
Well, it's basically just because Mission booked the autocross guys, which shorted us our entrances and exits off the other track. So now that we can't use that, they were like, well, for this event, at least you can use this one and see how it goes.
Sweet.
So we're hoping to continue to be able to use this.
Sick, because this is like way bigger corners than the other track by far. So yeah, this is like big sweeper, you know, it comes in here all the way around there, then you go out there, around, and it comes back down here, and then another big corner. So really cool. I'm excited to take the panel wagon on this track. Hopefully we can do this for another event when I actually have a car here, because the panel wagon in 4th gear on this big sweeper, you know, all the sweeper corners on this track would be super sick. Probably get a ton of wheel speed and tire smoke. So if you guys are from the Lower Mainland, Vancouver area, Kelowna, you know, anywhere in BC, Canada, and you don't know about the British Columbia Drift Association, so Justin and my good friend Jordan runs it, and we are the guys who hold all the drift events here at Mission Speedway. So if you guys want to bring your own car and, you know, come to an event, check out BCDA on Facebook as well as Instagram. I'll put the links in the description of this video, and you can contact them if you guys want to get in one of these events. That's slippery. Alright guys, so that's pretty much a wrap up of today's video. I had a lot of fun riding in Justin's car there. Our buddy Clint with the G35 is a really good driver, and he did a great job of showing off what we can do on that big open track there. So yeah, if you want to see me drift that track in the panel wagon, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, and pretty soon here in the next couple weeks, we're going to be doing another track event and hopefully have that same track open. If I can get the panel wagon out in the dry, we're going to be ripping 4th gear, lots of tire smoke. It's going to be a riot for sure. So shout out to BCDA, British Columbia Drift Association, for always hosting these events for us. We wouldn't be able to come out here and do all this without them. So if you guys want to get into some of these events, hit up the Facebook page, British Columbia Drift Association. I'll put the link to their page in the description of this video, and also on Instagram as well. That's all for today, guys. Like and subscribe for smelly Volvo muff. Peace out.